Hi and welcome back to my channel. I'm Megara and today the lighting is okay. I'm sorry if you watch these videos back to back where I'm talking about my lighting, but it is the same day. I am just about sorting out my lighting situation, so sorry. Today I have a full face of makeup that is either new, I haven't really tried before, well, almost full face. I haven't got any new brow stuff because I barely ever buy any new brow things just because I like what I've got. And I don't really want to go waste any more money on brow stuff that is just going to end up in the back of the cupboard, forgotten about. So I've got primer I haven't used in ages, concealer, I've got a new foundation which is going to be a foundation on Friday, a powder that's just been sat in my cupboard. I've got a few bits of kind of old that I've kind of forgotten what they're like the Soph X Revolution highlighter palette. What else have I got? I haven't got a new mascara either. I have a new red lipstick, but I don't know if it's going to work with what I've got because I have got this palette. It's a Carnival Volume 3 Love Tahiti palette by BH Cosmetics x Stacey Marie. I've been after this since it was released and I found it in Superdrug on last Christmas shopping and I couldn't resist. So inside looks like this, and if you don't know me or anything about me, you won't know that this is right up my street and it's colourful and it's everything I kind of want it to be, and yeah, so I'm kind of excited to get this on my face. This is why I went through my cupboard and found a load of stuff that I haven't really tested in a while or used at all. So yeah, I'm just going to get started. So I'm going in with the XX Revolution Hydra Quench primer. It is kind of big and green. I remember I didn't like this originally just because it made my hands feel sticky, and if you don't know, I am autistic and I don't like things that make my hands feel weird. I don't like weird goopy stuff on my hands. I've also got, I got another spot. No, it is the same one I was poking earlier. I have got a spot on my cheek, so if you're looking at the foundation and thinking you got a lovely spot going on there, Meg, it is because I was picking my face up about 10 minutes ago when I discovered I had a spot there. But I was also sorting out my eyebrows, so you win some, you lose some. So primer wise, this is tacky. I forgot how tacky this was, but it does definitely, you can feel it on my face. It doesn't feel like not hydrating. Like when I put it on, it's definitely hydrating. No denying that. And it is definitely tacky. Like no way in hell. I've also got a mirror here, which is also a ring light. So I am very lit up. I mean, Ross walked in here earlier when I showed him what this setup was like, and he was surprised by how bright this thing is on lowest setting. I put this down to as far down as it will go, and this is still amazing. Can you tell I've been eating cheese recently? Because I've got a spot there, got a spot on my chin, got one on down my forehead. So I'm going to stick this foundation. This is Zoeva Authentic Skin Natural Luminous Foundation. I have it in the shade 110 Neutral, which is a shade of glow. I think I was going to buy this in yellow, like the warm tone one, but it was out of stock or something, or I didn't think it would be quite right. So let's see if this pump works. Very liquidy foundation, so you can see it's already running down my face a bit. Not running, but going down. Now I've seen no reviews on this foundation. This is the first time I've even got it out of the box. Is it a bit pale for me? Possibly, but I live in fear of buying a foundation that's too dark. So this being a bit too hydrated, well, a bit too light for me is honestly not the worst thing in the world. Because there is bronzer and stuff you can use to kind of brighten it all up. Okay, yeah, this is quite a bit too pale. I mean, I've got to give it to it. The coverage is decent. Was not expecting that, and it's definitely glowy. I mean, there's shine everywhere. This will probably be a good decent-ish match for me in like a month, when it's like January, February time and I haven't seen the sun in about a month kind of thing. But for now, I can make this work, like, especially if it oxidizes, because some foundations like this oxidize like crazy, which is not appreciated, especially when you're eyeballing them online. So I'm going in with the Jeffree Star Magic Concealer. I have it in C1. Like concealer, if you go a bit too light, it doesn't really matter. I haven't used this in a long time because I just disagree with Jeffree in general, but it's the only concealer I don't really use, apart from the few that I hate. The Fenty one I'm just not a fan of. Same with the MUA concealer. I really should have filmed this one tomorrow instead, but oh well. I was too excited about new foundation, new eyeshadow, all of that kind of stuff. It's a shame about this little, you know, it's a shame about this little, like it's right on the square when it tells me where my face is on the screen. I'm using the BellaPierre Cosmetics HD Finishing Powder. It's a high definition translucent powder. I got this in a glossy box. It wasn't a glossy box, it was one of those kind of subscription. Oh dear god, that's a lot of powder that's come out of there. That is a very finely milled powder and I've just got it everywhere. So I'm just going to press this down everywhere. Shouldn't have put that on my eyelid. I'm trying not to waste this, but it's just getting everywhere. All over my table and stuff. Because this thing has no sifter whatsoever. It's got really big holes in it, so then it just kind of falls out everywhere, which is not ideal. Whereas what I'm used to is like the Fenty one or the Heart Revolution one, which you've really got to try whack it to get powder out. Why do I use this now? It is because to get any kind of, I find it works best because then you're pressing it into your skin rather than like moving it all around. So then when you're putting stuff like over a spot or something, you can really press it in rather than kind of brushing, which can then dislodge product. So that has left my, oh, I am so pale. This lighting is just not helping. So yeah, I'm just a little bit paler than my neck, but oh well. So I'm going to quickly do my brows, which is the least important thing right now because then I haven't got anything new for brows or mascara. So for contour and bronzer, I've got the Bare Minerals Bare Pro Contour Trio. I have it in 30 medium, so it looks like this. I'm just going to go in, do my normal kind of thing, if I can find my bronzer brush. That is not my normal one. There we go. So I'm going to use a bit of Shade and Blend, which are these two darker shades here. Warm my face up a bit with that blend shade. Make myself look a bit healthier. Okay, what I have noticed is you've got to use your brush quite heavily to get any kind of pigment payoff, which is alright, but it isn't the best. But it does mean, unlike some products where you dip your brush in once and loads comes off, and then you're left with a really dark streak on your face, you're not left with that. I mean, I've still got some glow to my skin. I did not expect from like this kind of, how powdered down my face is right now, but kind of digging it. So for blush, I've used this for quite a few times before, but it's the Ofra blush in Candy Apple. It's kind of a little mini, it's really adorable, it's like £9, and I know it's kind of expensive, but it's a blush. I've never hit pan on a blush. So I'm going to swirl my blush brush in there. Just kind of tap this onto my cheeks. I just find it's a really nice, simple colour, and I've forgotten how this has been sat around for so long since I've started using like other blushes. It's just such a nice colour. Alright, so it's been on my face for about an hour and I got distracted and was watching YouTube for a bit. And what I am noticing is, with the powder I've used, it's very nice. I like the foundation, I'm just not sure on the powder, I think. Because it's not a powder I normally use and it's making my face very, very dry. I think this is why I stopped using this powder in the first place, was because it just didn't agree with my skin. Please ignore the blue on my lids. I thought my camera was filming and it wasn't, and I'm not willing to kind of restart this. So, got the base on my eyes. Going in with the Love Tahiti palette. So I started off by going in with The Deep. Next is, I'm going to go in with Lagoon, which is a bit brighter. I'm also filming this on TikTok. If you're curious, I am over there. So Lagoon is on my brush. I'm going to use that a bit more towards my inner corner. Around here. I'm going to blend that in with the darker blue. I'm going to add a bit more of the deep, which is that really beautiful dark blue. Then I'm going to go in with a bit of Reef, which is kind of turquoisey greeny colour just above. It's this one just here. That can go right on the inner corner. Oh, towards the inner corner. So I'm just going to get a clean brush. I'm going to use this one. And I'm going to go in with... So I'm going to use a bit of my powder just to kind of go over the edges. And I'm going to go in with Tahiti, which is this pinkish colour right by the blues, or back in the corner of the purples. I'm going to go there. And I go in with a bit of magenta as well, which is this kind of hot magenta colour, surprisingly. I'm just going to tap that on a minute. And a bit more Tahiti just to blend it out. I'm going to go with a bit more of the deep, that dark blue colour I used originally. Just to kind of press that into my crease, just to really deepen it up a bit. And I'm going to use a touch of Black Beach, which is this black right in the corner. I would have called that Black Pearl, just because I'm a Pirates of the Caribbean fan. I'm going to use a very light touch of that. Just going to blend right in with the blue. I'm not using the blush I was using powder on. Then on my lower lash line, I'm going to use those colours again, kind of going from the pinks, the dark pinks to the blues. And then I'm going to try and do something clever. Then I'm going to get a nice little pencil brush like this, and using Key Lime, which is this really bright green, I'm going to pop that right on my inner corner. Really pack this in because I'm having one of those days where I just want to be a rainbow. I mean, can you tell? Also, it's worth noting I haven't had any fallout from this. And I think I'm going to go in with a bit of Blue Moon, which is this shimmer here. Shimmer in the corner called Starlight, and maybe something else, but figure that out. These shimmers are just beautiful. So I'm going to be back. I'll stick some liner, lashes, mascara, and be back to do lips and highlighter. That's what I was thinking of. I did it. I put lashes on. So for eyeliner, I used an eyeliner I haven't used in an absolute age. It's just been I actually lost this for a bit. This is a Revolution Renaissance Flick eyeliner. I think I use my usual eyelash glue, which is a House of Lashes, and another pair of Lucy Lou lashes. These are in this style Habibi. They're kind of more flared towards the outside, a bit of a different kind of dramatic for me. Right now my face is feeling quite dry. So for highlighter, I've got the Soph X Revolution highlighter palette. I've used this quite a lot. I haven't used it in quite a while because I have found a lot of new highlighters somewhat recently. So I'm just going to go in with a bit of this shade here and a bit of the other light one. This is a combination I used to use. Holy damn, I hit pan. I don't think I used it that much, but apparently I used this a lot in the past, in the first 6 months of the year. So I'm just sticking this on, and this is just such a nice, simple, bloody gorgeous highlighter. And if you didn't know, I just like to kind of lather my face in highlight and hope for the best. And I'm going to go in with a bit on, a little pencil brush, just on my inner corner, just to really make that pop. I'm just using the lighter shade of the two I was using for this, just to kind of put it all in a little bit more on my nose to make it look a bit cuter than it actually is, because I have a weird shaped nose. But everybody thinks they've got a weird shaped nose, I think. And for lipstick, this isn't one I haven't used it in a while. I use it occasionally on here, but I always keep forgetting that I like it. It's a L'Oreal one that I have no idea what it is. So I'm just going to stick this on because it's really comfy. And of you thinking that I could just use a really random lipstick, I can't, because all the really random ones are a really random colour. Like red or pink. There's a few oranges, and there are a few really random blues and greens in there that I barely ever wear. So, this is a finished look. I'm kind of digging it. It really does not go with my kind of oversized, well, my shirt jumper thing, but When does my makeup ever go with my outfit? Never, quite honestly. So I'm hoping you like this video. Give it a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Turn on the bell notification, little notification bell thing, and I'll see you on Friday for another video. And if you like my lashes, they're from Lucy Lou. If you use code Megara, you get 10% off. So I'll see you next time. Bye.